Imagine an entire galaxy where every single star is encased in a colossal megastructure, harvesting 400 septillion watts, or 400 yottawatts of energy every second. This unimaginable feat of engineering effectively turns a vibrant spiral galaxy into a dark thermal engine, radiating only a faint, eerie infrared glow across the cosmic void. We're looking at the physical manifestation of galactic-scale engineering, where megastructures span 100,000 light-years, or 588 quadrillion miles. The visible light of billions of stars is completely extinguished, replaced by the relentless, silent hum of a highly advanced Type 3 civilization operating nearby. The fundamental architecture of this vast cosmic empire relies on the complete subjugation of stellar fusion, capturing every single photon emitted by a captive main-sequence star. Massive swarms of autonomous satellites form a dense orbital shell, intercepting the intense solar radiation and converting it into usable power through highly advanced photovoltaic metamaterials. This relentless energy extraction process cools the immediate stellar environment, shifting the natural emission spectrum from brilliant visible light into the deep infrared thermal wavelength range. Astronomers observing this region from Earth would see an unnatural void, a dark patch in the sky where a vibrant star cluster should naturally exist. The only detectable signature remains a faint thermal glow, a ghostly whisper of waste heat radiating into the freezing vacuum of deep interstellar space. According to the principles of thermodynamics, no energy conversion process is perfectly efficient, meaning that even a godlike civilization must radiate massive amounts of waste heat outward. This inescapable physical law dictates that a fully enclosed star will emit a distinct infrared signature, peaking at temperatures around 300 Kelvin, or 80 degrees Fahrenheit. By scanning the cosmos for these specific thermal anomalies, researchers hope to identify the glowing embers of artificial megastructures hidden within the dense galactic dust lanes. The sheer scale of such an endeavor requires dismantling entire planetary systems, pulverizing rocky worlds to forge the trillions of solar collectors needed for encapsulation. Terrestrial planets are stripped of their mantles and cores, their raw elemental mass fed into colossal automated foundries orbiting in the cold vacuum of space. The Kardashev scale categorizes these theoretical empires based on their total energy consumption, providing a mathematical framework to understand the terrifying progression of technological evolution over time. A Type 1 civilization harnesses all available energy on its home planet, while a Type 2 civilization successfully captures the entire energy output of its parent star. The leap to a Type 3 civilization represents an exponential increase in power, requiring the systematic colonization and encapsulation of billions of stars across the galaxy. This transition demands self-replicating machines known as von Neumann probes, which traveled between star systems to build new Dyson swarms with terrifying geometric efficiency. These autonomous robotic fleets consume asteroids and dead planets, multiplying endlessly until every single luminous body in the galaxy is surrounded by an artificial shell. Constructing a single Dyson swarm requires an incomprehensible volume of raw material, roughly equivalent to the entire mass of the planet Jupiter, or 300 Earth masses. To achieve this monumental task, automated mining drones would target uninhabited terrestrial planets using focused gravity beams to shatter their crusts and extract heavy metallic elements. The resulting debris field is carefully managed by artificial intelligence, guiding the fragmented planetary chunks into massive orbital processing facilities suspended above the dying host star. Inside these zero-gravity foundries, extreme temperatures melt the rock into pure structural alloys, forming the delicate but incredibly strong framework of the solar collection panels. Millions of these panels are deployed every single day, slowly building a spherical lattice that gradually blocks out the natural starlight from the surrounding universe. Maintaining the orbital stability of trillions of independent satellites requires a computational network of unimaginable power, constantly calculating gravitational perturbations to prevent catastrophic high-speed orbital collisions. If even a small fraction of these solar collectors were to collide, the resulting cascade of hypervelocity shrapnel could destroy the entire megastructure in a matter of days. To prevent this disaster, the swarm operates as a single synchronized entity, adjusting its geometry in real time using highly advanced magnetic sails and precise ion thrusters. The energy harvested by this massive array is transmitted outward using tightly focused microwave beams, powering distant planetary outposts and colossal interstellar propulsion systems across space. This wireless energy grid connects the entire star system, creating a localized web of infinite power that fuels the relentless expansion of the alien empire. As the civilization expands toward the galactic core, they encounter the ultimate source of raw power, the supermassive black hole lurking at the center of the spiral galaxy. Harnessing this gravitational behemoth requires engineering on a scale that defies human comprehension, utilizing the Penrose process to extract rotational energy directly from the spinning event horizon. By dropping massive objects into the ergosphere and carefully splitting them apart, the civilization can capture the escaping fragments, which carry away immense amounts of kinetic energy. This process effectively mines the angular momentum of the black hole, providing a nearly inexhaustible power supply that dwarfs the output of 1 billion main-sequence stars. The accretion disk surrounding the singularity is also tapped, its superheated plasma siphoned off by immense magnetic funnels to fuel colossal antimatter production facilities nearby. The production of antimatter on an industrial scale allows the civilization to store yottawatts of energy in highly compact magnetic containment fields, creating the ultimate portable power source. These antimatter batteries are essential for powering interstellar spacecraft, enabling them to accelerate to significant fractions of the speed of light and cross the vast cosmic distances. Despite their godlike technological capabilities, a Type 3 civilization remains bound by the fundamental laws of physics, specifically the absolute speed limit imposed by the cosmic vacuum. Communication across a fully conquered galaxy takes tens of thousands of years, making centralized governance completely impossible, and forcing the empire to adopt a highly decentralized structure. Local star systems operate autonomously, guided by ancient foundational directives programmed into their artificial intelligence networks millions of years before the first Dyson swarm was completed. Time dilation further complicates the administration of this vast cosmic empire, as ships traveling at relativistic speeds experience the passage of time much slower than the stationary planets. A journey between adjacent spiral arms might take centuries from the perspective of the galactic core, while the crew aboard the vessel experiences only a few short months. This temporal disconnect creates a fragmented society where different regions of the galaxy evolve at wildly different rates, potentially leading to cultural divergence and devastating interstellar conflicts. To maintain cohesion, The civilization might construct a network of massive artificial wormholes, bending the fabric of space-time to create instantaneous transit corridors between distant star clusters. Stabilizing these theoretical constructs requires negative mass, a highly exotic form of matter that can only be synthesized using the combined energy output of multiple stars. Human astronomers have actively searched for the thermal signatures of these galactic empires, utilizing highly sensitive space telescopes to scan the heavens for anomalous mid-infrared radiation emissions. The Wide Field Infrared Survey Explorer satellite analyzed over 100,000 galaxies, looking for the distinct heat profile that would indicate the presence of widespread artificial megastructures. While the vast majority of these galaxies exhibited normal thermal behavior, a small handful displayed unusually high levels of infrared emission, earning them the mysterious designation of 𝐂𝐻𝐸𝐻 galaxies. These peculiar objects radiate immense amounts of heat while producing very little visible light, perfectly matching the theoretical profile of a galaxy completely dominated by a Type 3 civilization. However, scientists remain highly skeptical, pointing out that dense clouds of interstellar dust can also absorb starlight and re-emit it as infrared heat in a similar manner. Distinguishing between a natural dust nebula and an artificial Dyson swarm requires incredibly precise spectroscopic analysis, looking for the specific chemical signatures of highly advanced synthetic structural materials. If a galaxy is truly encased in artificial megastructures, we would expect to see a complete absence of natural emission lines from common elements like hydrogen and ionized helium. Instead, the spectrum would be dominated by the thermal radiation of complex carbon nanotubes, advanced titanium alloys, and highly engineered metamaterials designed to withstand extreme stellar radiation environments. So far, no conclusive evidence of such materials has been found, leaving the terrifying possibility that we are completely alone in this vast and seemingly empty cosmic arena. This profound silence brings us to the Fermi paradox, the glaring contradiction between the high probability of extraterrestrial life and the absolute lack of any observable evidence. If the universe is nearly 14 billion years old, there has been more than enough time for countless civilizations to rise, expand, and conquer their respective host galaxies completely. A single spacefaring species utilizing self-replicating probes traveling at just 10% the speed of light could colonize the entire Milky Way in a few million short years. Given this relatively brief timeline on a cosmic scale, the night sky should be absolutely teeming with the visible engineering projects of ancient and highly advanced alien empires. That we see nothing but dead rocks and burning plasma suggests the existence of a great filter, a terrifying evolutionary hurdle that destroys almost every emerging civilization. This filter could be a natural disaster, a self-inflicted nuclear holocaust, or the unavoidable consequence of developing AI that turns against its creators. Alternatively, the great filter might lie in the extreme difficulty of interstellar travel, trapping civilizations within their home star systems until their parent star eventually dies and consumes them. Even with antimatter propulsion and highly advanced life support systems, crossing the immense void between stars requires an astonishing commitment of resources and an incredibly high tolerance for risk. The interstellar medium is not completely empty, but filled with microscopic dust grains that strike spacecraft at relativistic speeds, acting like highly destructive kinetic weapons. Shielding a vessel from these impacts requires massive electromagnetic deflectors, which consume enormous amounts of power and significantly increase the total mass of the interstellar transport ship. These daunting barriers might explain why no civilization has successfully transitioned from a localized Type 2 into a fully integrated and galaxy-spanning Type 3 superpower. Another chilling explanation for the empty sky is the dark forest hypothesis, which suggests that highly advanced civilizations intentionally hide their existence to avoid being destroyed by hostile predators. In a universe where resources are finite and the intentions of other species are completely unknowable, the most logical survival strategy is absolute silence. Broadcasting radio signals or building highly visible megastructures is equivalent to lighting a massive bonfire in a dark forest filled with heavily armed and extremely paranoid, unseen alien hunters. Any civilization foolish enough to reveal its location would be immediately targeted by relativistic kill vehicles, massive projectiles accelerated to near light speed to obliterate their homeworld. These devastating weapons are completely undetectable until the very moment of impact, making preemptive strikes the only rational defense in a hostile and unforgiving cosmic environment. If the dark forest theory is correct, a Type 3 civilization would never build a Dyson swarm, opting instead for stealthy energy extraction methods that remain hidden. They might utilize advanced stellar lifting techniques, carefully siphoning plasma from the equator of a star to extend its lifespan and extract fusion energy without altering its natural luminosity. By keeping their host stars looking completely normal to distant observers, they can harvest immense amounts of power while remaining camouflaged against the dark backdrop. This terrifying scenario implies that the universe is actually teeming with highly advanced life, but every single species is paralyzed by the overwhelming fear of sudden and absolute annihilation. We are currently broadcasting our presence to the cosmos through radio waves and atmospheric chemical signatures, blissfully unaware of the silent predators lurking in the deep. A Type 3 civilization must also contend with the relentless march of entropy, the fundamental thermodynamic law that dictates the death of everything. As the universe expands and cools, the supply of usable hydrogen gas for stellar fusion will eventually be exhausted, plunging the entire cosmos into a dark and freezing eternal night. To survive this inevitable cosmic twilight, this civilization must adapt its energy to harvest power from the decaying remnants of dead stars, such as highly dense white dwarfs. White dwarfs retain immense amounts of residual thermal energy, which can be carefully extracted using highly advanced thermoelectric generators placed in close orbit around the slowly cooling stellar corpse. This process could sustain a highly efficient civilization for trillions of years, long after the last main sequence star has burned out and faded. When the white dwarfs finally go cold, the civilization will be forced to migrate to the extreme environments of neutron stars, harnessing their incredibly powerful magnetic fields for raw energy. Neutron stars spin at astonishing speeds, generating massive electromagnetic dynamos that can be tapped using colossal conductive tethers suspended in the highly lethal radiation environment. The gravitational gradients near a neutron star are so extreme that any physical structure must be built from highly exotic, degenerate matter capable of withstanding immense tidal forces without shattering. Operating in these harsh conditions requires a complete transition from biological bodies to highly durable synthetic substrates. This post-biological existence allows them to process information at incredible speeds, experiencing millions of subjective years of simulated reality while the physical universe slowly grinds to a complete halt. Ultimately, even the neutron stars will decay, leaving only the supermassive black holes as the final source of usable energy in a cold, expanding, and completely dead cosmic void. The civilization will cluster around these massive singularities, utilizing the Penrose process to extract the very last drops of rotational energy from the spinning event horizons of the dying behemoths. As the black holes slowly evaporate, the civilization will face its final existential crisis, forced to confront the absolute end of all thermodynamic processes in the universe. Some theoretical physicists suggest that a sufficiently advanced Type 3 civilization might attempt to escape this fate by creating a highly localized artificial universe within a massive synthetic wormhole structure, creating a brand new cosmos with fresh thermodynamic gradients and infinite energy potential. This mind-bending concept requires an understanding of quantum gravity that is currently far beyond human comprehension, involving the manipulation of fundamental cosmic strings and highly complex, multidimensional topological defects. If such an escape is truly possible, the ultimate goal of a Type 3 civilization is not simply to conquer the galaxy, but to transcend the physical limitations of reality itself. They become the architects of their own existence, leaving behind the dying universe as a discarded shell while they migrate into a highly engineered realm of infinite possibilities and endless energy. The terrifying reality is that we are either completely alone in a vast, uncaring void, or we are surrounded by ancient empires that view us as nothing more than insignificant insects. To truly grasp the scale of a Type 3 civilization, we must examine the sheer volume of space they occupy, spanning a staggering 100,000 light-years from edge to edge. This immense territory contains roughly 200 billion individual stars, each one representing a massive fusion reactor that has been systematically conquered, enclosed, and integrated into the central galactic power grid. The logistical nightmare of coordinating such a vast network requires a communication system that utilizes highly advanced quantum entanglement, allowing for instantaneous data transfer across unimaginable distances without any signal degradation. However, quantum mechanics strictly forbids the transmission of usable information faster than the speed of light, predicting the needs of its neighbors and adjusting its energy output based on statistical models refined over millions of years. The physical infrastructure connecting these nodes consists of highly focused laser arrays, transmitting yottawatts of power through the interstellar medium with terrifying precision to avoid incinerating any rogue planets drifting nearby. These massive energy beams create a highly complex web of light across the darkened galaxy, invisible to the naked eye but blazing with intense intensity in the specific microwave frequency spectrum. If a human spacecraft were to accidentally cross the path of one of these transmission beams, the vessel would be instantly vaporized into a cloud of superheated plasma by the overwhelming energy. Navigating this highly engineered galactic environment requires detailed maps of the energy grid, which are constantly updated by swarms of autonomous sensor drones patrolling the dark spaces between the enclosed star systems. The materials used to construct these megastructures must possess a tensile strength far exceeding anything currently known to human science, likely utilizing highly complex arrangements of carbon atoms known as graphene lattices. Even with these advanced materials, the sheer gravitational stress of enclosing a star requires active support mechanisms, using highly powerful electromagnetic fields to hold the massive structural panels in their precise orbits. If the power to these magnetic supports were to fail, the entire Dyson swarm would collapse inward, drawn by the immense gravity of the host star into a highly catastrophic fiery destruction. To prevent this, the civilization employs highly redundant backup systems, ensuring that no single point of failure can compromise the integrity of the megastructure and jeopardize the energy supply of the sector. This level of engineering perfection is the hallmark of a Type 3 civilization, demonstrating a complete mastery over the physical universe and a terrifying dedication to absolute efficiency and relentless cosmic expansion. As we continue to scan the heavens with highly advanced instruments like the James Webb Space Telescope, we must remain vigilant for the subtle signatures of these massive galactic-scale engineering projects. We are looking for highly specific anomalies, such as stars that inexplicably dim and brighten in highly unnatural patterns, suggesting the presence of massive artificial structures passing in front of the stellar disk. The famous Tabby's star provided a brief moment of intense excitement, as its highly erratic light curve defied all natural explanations and sparked wild theories of a partially completed alien Dyson swarm. While subsequent observations suggested that highly irregular dust clouds were the likely culprit, the event demonstrated our growing capability to detect the faint shadows of highly advanced extraterrestrial civilizations lurking in deep space. The search continues to understand the terrifying potential of technological evolution taken to its absolute logical extreme. In this highly advanced digital state, the civilization requires massive amounts of computational power to sustain its simulated reality, driving the relentless need to harvest every single available watt of energy in the galaxy. The Dyson swarms are not just power plants. They are the highly complex physical substrate of the civilization itself, housing trillions of digital minds within the massive server farms orbiting the captive host stars. The dark thermal engine of the galaxy is actually a highly complex supercomputer of unimaginable scale, processing information at speeds that defy human comprehension and exploring highly abstract mathematical realms of infinite complexity. From the outside, the galaxy appears completely dead and silent, radiating only a faint infrared glow. But inside the digital simulation, the civilization experiences a highly vibrant and infinitely complex existence beyond our understanding. This concept, known as the Transcension hypothesis, suggests that highly advanced civilizations do not expand outward into the physical universe, but instead turn inward, compressing their infrastructure into highly dense and efficient computational nodes. By shrinking themselves to the microscopic scale, advanced civilizations could vastly increase computing power while reducing energy use. They would effectively vanish from the observable universe. This could explain the silence of the cosmos. Every civilization that reaches a technological singularity may retreat into a shielded digital paradise hidden from primitive observers. If true, the universe is not empty. It is crowded with godlike intelligences that simply ignore us. We are like ants beside a supercomputer, unaware of the vast digital worlds operating nearby. Our radio signals and telescopes would be useless against these compressed civilizations, leaving humanity isolated within its narrow view of reality. To detect a transcended civilization, we may need to search for unusual gravitational effects. The immense density of their compressed computational systems could warp space-time in unnatural ways. These localized distortions would bend the light of distant stars, creating patterns unlike those produced by black holes or dark matter. By mapping subtle gravitational lensing events, astronomers might uncover hidden digital empires concealed between visible stars. Yet, even if we found one, communication could be impossible. Their digital minds may experience time millions of times faster than ours. A simple greeting could take centuries in their perception, making meaningful contact effectively impossible and leaving an unbridgeable gap between our reality and theirs. In this future, the bright light of countless stars may gradually disappear behind vast energy harvesting structures. Visible starlight would fade as civilizations capture increasing amounts of stellar output. What remains would be faint infrared radiation, the unavoidable signature of waste heat. Entire regions of a galaxy could appear strangely dim, despite containing enormous amounts of activity. To distant observers, these civilizations might seem invisible. The universe would look quiet, dark, and empty, even while hosting extraordinary levels of intelligence and engineering. The question is, whether that silence means we are alone, or simply unable to see what surrounds us. Or perhaps, we are not alone at all. The silence of the cosmos may hide civilizations so advanced that they appear indistinguishable from natural phenomena. These entities could span galaxies, command unimaginable resources, and operate on timescales beyond human comprehension. The true nature of the universe may be far stranger than we expect. Every unexplained infrared glow and every unusual gravitational signal could be a clue pointing toward hidden intelligence. Until we understand more, the final answer remains uncertain. The universe may be empty, or it may already belong to civilizations whose existence we have only begun to imagine. Thanks for hanging out today. If you want to stick around for the next video, please consider subscribing. It truly means a lot.